everyone. We're here at Map of the Month, finishing up our North America map in our map making workshop series, and I believe this is our 12th video. So you guys are doing great. You really, if you're doing all your work, you're almost done with the map. So let's take a look at what we've done since the last video. Basically what I did was colored in some of these islands in the Caribbean, and I started coloring around some of the bigger islands. I haven't finished completely yet, but I'll try to get around all of these islands. Even, see, I've done some of the little ones. Okay, and I added one more, St. Kitts and Nevis. That was the last one in our list. It's the little one right over here. Okay, and that pretty much finishes off our Caribbean area. The last video that we're going to do today is dealing with some of the decorative parts of the map. I colored in the compass rose, which we'd already labeled. I've colored in a lot of the letters of the title. I got a couple more to do, and you can finish those up too at some point. Oh, I even colored that little bit of Asia that almost touches North America right there. That little part of, I believe that's part of Russia. It almost connects to, well, there's the Bering Strait right here. We didn't label that, but you can see that how close Asia is to that part of North America. Okay, let me set the timer for 10 minutes, and we're going to do a little bit more decoration that will be unique to your map. Now, down here, we have our mascot, Professor Earthworm. He's lying on a pencil, and it's always fun to color that earthworm in. Just like people, earthworms come in all shapes and sizes and colors. And you can go ahead and color that earthworm in any color you'd like. Or you can make it multicolored, however you want it to look. But you can see that we use Professor Earthworm to introduce this last little part of the map. It says, every state has official symbols, such as a state bird, state tree. Research the symbols for your state and draw them here. And I'll just give you an example. We happen to be in the state of Rhode Island, so I can just go over, I can put in a few of our state symbols, like, for instance, our state tree. I'll just draw a simple tree. Our state tree happens to be the red maple. And it's got nice red leaves. You can color in. Well, you guys won't do this. You'll be making your own state symbols. But I'll add a little red to my state tree. And maybe I'll use a green for the trunk, maybe. All right, we have a state flower too called the violet. And I'll just draw a simple flower like this. You know, write violet. You can write the name of your state flower next to that. We have, I don't know if every state has a state fish, but we have a fish called the striped bass. And I'll just draw a fish, big fish like this. Make the fins on the fish. Kind of like that. Okay, and they call it a striped bass because it has a lot of stripes on it. So I'll color that in black stripes. you have a particular fish, you can color that. And if not, maybe you have a state bird. In Rhode Island, we have the Rhode Island red, which is basically a rooster or a chicken, and that's easy to draw. Maybe a bird isn't as easy to draw as ours, but pretty easy to draw a chicken. All right, and I'll color that kind of reddish color. It's a Rhode Island red, they call it. I'll write that. We even have a state shellfish, which a lot of states don't have, but we have something called a quahog. It's like a type of clam, and you can go ahead and color that. Well, I'll add a little color to that. Here's my brown. Here's the brown. Maybe a little bit of brown in there like that. Okay, and one last one I can. Oh, I know, it's fun to put the state flag. Sometimes, if you have a flag that's not too complicated to draw, you could draw a state flag. In Rhode Island, our flag happens to be a simple one. It's just an anchor, and it's got the word hope, which happens to be our state motto as well. Okay, and around the edge you've got 13 stars, which represent the 13 original colonies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, so there's our state flag. And one last one. I don't know if you guys, if any other states have a state drink, but in Rhode Island we do. We have a state drink. I'll put like a little straw in there just to show it looks like a drink. Okay, and our state drink is, I'll call it brown because it is coffee milk, and that's a drink kind of very popular in Rhode Island. Okay, well there you have it. That's a good way to round out your map. Just add a little bit of decoration to it, and I'm sure there's a little bit more work I'd like to go back and touch up, you know, but you can do the same. You can kind of continue to work on this map. It might take you another, who knows how long to finish it up, just little, depending on how much little details you want to touch up, and maybe work on that coastline a little more, and maybe you know, add a few other little, I'm sure there's a few islands I might have missed in there, so you can use a little research and finish that map up. But I want to thank you for working so hard on this map. Yeah, this map took a lot of effort on your part, and it wasn't easy. It was a lot of things to label and very intricate work to be done. So I give you credit for sticking with me and finishing up your map, and I'm sure it is now worthy of display somewhere where you can put it up and let everybody see it. And I think you can pat yourself on the back for doing a good job. All right, thanks a lot.